Hello everyone, happy Raksha Bandhan. So today something we are going special because we are going to build a game which is a very famous snake game from Nokia mobiles from our childhood. So today we will build that, and this is a small beginning project for all Python developers or going for the Python. So this is a basic project which you can add for your CV, and something it looks cool. Okay, so let's start. Basic from we need main file. So first we will go for importing our turtle from sorry turtle import screen. Okay, and one more thing we need like import time. Yeah, that's cool. And after that we have to create an object for this class. Okay, and we'll set up our screen for height width of something 600 and height of 600. Okay, and one more thing, we will go with the screen background color bg color with black. Okay, so sorry, black. Okay, and one thing more, screen dot exit on click. Okay, let's see. Yeah, looks fine. Okay, so we are going to build our project in different sub files. So what first we have to do, let me create a new Python file called snake, and here we will do all our, let me do this. Okay, do our creating new snakes and extending the snake, move the snake, and control the snake. Okay, so what we are going to do first, we will use here the oops concept, and we will create a class for it. And first from we need a turtle to import turtle. Okay, looks fine. And after that we will create a class called snake, and here you can see I have named the file as in the small letters or lowercase, and I have created the class in the cap means running hand or the first letter as the capital. So this is the difference between a class and a renaming a file. Okay, so it understand by any other programmer that I have created a file and I have created a class by using, when I will import here, like when I import snake equals to snake, here it is giving error, so let me remove that. From snake import snake. So here we can see that this is the file name and this is the class name, by which we can, by seeing this line only, we can differentiate between a file and a class. Okay, so looks cool. And after that let me do the initial things in itself and create a list which calls snake. Yeah, cool. So one more thing, let me do the snake head as first none, and afterward we will do this self dot create. Okay, let me do after that. Okay, so first we have to create the snake. Okay, and uh, all we have to do, first I am doing the coordinate part. Yeah, and after that let me create three small blocks. Okay, I in range 3. Okay, fine. And after that let me create the body of the snake body. Okay, I'm very bad in spelling. Okay, turtle, and shape this as square. Yeah, looks good. So new snake body dot color equals to white. Yeah, and let me do the pen up, new d dot pen up. And one more thing we can do, like giving the coordinates. Okay, go to where x will be our x coordinate and y will be our y coordinate. Yeah, great. And let me append to our snake dot append the new body. Okay, looks cool. And after that, let me call this self dot create snake. Okay, looks fine. Let me just run this, and oh sorry, let me just run this and see what happens. Yeah. Okay, there is a single square because it overlaps the other two squares. So what we can do, let me dynamically change the first in the x coordinate. So how we can do that? Like I need 20 spaces. Okay, let me do once. Yeah, as we can see that here there is three uh, squares side by side. How we can differentiate that? Let me change the pen color, then you can see. Okay, pen color, then you can see there is a border. Yeah, see, there are three squares. So why I'm changing like color? Because it will fill whole the turtle as a total, and then it will change the color. Okay, and if I once more run this, yeah, great. And one more thing we can do, like self dot head to our first index, self dot snake the first index. Okay, looks good. And one more thing we can do, like self dot head, and change the color of the head so that we can differentiate it, like red. Okay, let me just, yeah, looks good. Okay, so first, okay, yeah, done. So now let me move the turtle. So for that we have to define one more function called move. Okay, there we can assign a loop by which it will move. Here comes the main part, by which we can move the snake. So we are giving a segment where this is not a function, just we are using a variable. It's not a function, inbuilt function, nothing it is in there. So in range we will change from the backward. Okay, if the first changes its position, means the head changes its position, then other two will follow him. Okay, let me just show you. So len dot self dot snake -1 because it takes, and I am doing in reverse order. So here it comes the starting part, here the ending part, and the steps where we will jump. So the starting will be the last part and ending will be the first part of the first index of the this snake list, and here it will go in the back reverse direction, so -1. Okay, so rather we will generate the new x coordinate where self dot snake, and generate the x coordinate as sec -1, because the last coordinate, and its x core means the x coordinate. Okay, same thing we will do for the y coordinate. So let me just copy paste it. Yeah, and here we will also y coordinate. Yeah, great. Okay, and after that we will change the coordinate. So snake dot seg will be our, sorry, go to our new coordinate. So new x comma new y. So if you have any question, so that is why, yeah, looks cool, so you can understand. And we will run this by using the forward part. So if the head dot move forward, it will move for 20 distance. Yeah, so let me just, okay, I have not called it, let me call the, so snake dot move. What's just happening? Why the error? There's nothing error about that. We have called the move function. Okay, it move move one direction. Yeah, all right. If I just put into a list or the something in range like 10, so 10, then we can understand the difference it. So if I run it, so you can see it's moving its distance. Okay, so how we can move it? Let me write some while loop. So is the game is on, it's true, then it will move. So no, the snake dot move. Okay, this is a infinite loop, so you can understand that this will be going for difference. So if I run this, it will moving and go out of this box. So what we can do for next, uh, we can trigger this when the snake changes its direction. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we are assigning, and one more thing we can see this, there is some animations which it is going through. So how we can do the animation off? There is a tracker which we can use using screen tracker, which we can 0 or else we can do 1 for on. Okay, so or none, nothing. So we are going to 0 for no animation. So if we run it again, okay, we are not using this. Okay, one more. We have not used the sleep button or update, so that is why it is giving error. So let me update the screen dot update, and one more thing, time dot sleep, so that we can change sleep to 1. Okay, 1 second. So 1 second. If I run once, yeah, there is no animation or no like CRT types things. So it is moving very slow. So let me change it. Let me change to 0.5 and just check it how it moves. A bit faster, but not that much. So let me change this to 0.1. Yeah, cool. Okay, next we can do that. So we will move the cursor as much as possible if it changes the movement. Okay, one more thing we can do that. Let me create something called the controlling the snake. Okay, so let me control the snake by using something like this, def dot uh, def dot upper. If we use the up button, then it will trigger. Okay, so if we move the up button, then self dot head dot set heading. If you know set heading, then well and good. If you don't know the set heading, then you can use the my last video where I have told you about the set heading. I think in the part 2, I think part 2, I think, yeah, part 2. So there you can see the set heading part. Okay, so next for the upper division, for the north side, we are using 90 degree. Okay, so let me just check it once. And one more thing we can do, we can listen to our screen. So where we can listen to our screen, let me put it here. And screen dot listen. Okay, and screen dot on key, there is a key which takes two parameter, the function where, and this is in this function we cannot put any type of argument. Okay, so without any argument we have to pass the function. Okay, so there is up function, and second the key which we are pressing in the keyboard. So the first letter of this key should be in the capital, so U and P. Okay, so let me check. Yeah, so same thing we will do for the other three direction. Okay, so let me do the same thing here. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Okay, so here down, down, left, and the up, left, and right. Okay, for the down there is 270 degree. For the left it will do 180 degree, and for the right it will go for 0. Okay, and same thing down, left, and right, and here is also down. Okay, parameters down, then here is the left, and again is the right. Okay, let's check the result. Up, right, down. Yeah, cool. But there is an error, I think so. Not error, there is some bug where if I press backside, then it will go. Like you can see, it changes its direction. But this should not be. Okay. So what we can do for that, let me stop this and let me go to our snake. So if the snake is facing upward, then it should not go the downward. Okay, so what we can do here, first we have to use an if condition and the self dot head. If the head is facing down, means heading is facing down, but not equals to, down means 270 degree. Yeah, 270 degree, then it should not go. Yeah, and if it not 270 degree, then it will go for the upward direction. Same we can do is copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, and paste. Yeah, cool. And for the down, if it is down, okay, one more thing we can do here, which is the best thing to do, make some constant for that. So without just knowing that which direction, it's just messy that here we using this number we get confused. So let me make some constants. Okay, here we will move direction to 20. We can do move distance to 20. Okay, one more thing, up we know that 90, down we know that 270, for the right we know that 0, for the left we know that it's 180. Yeah, all cool. So let me change here, move distance. This is facing upward, so up, and if it is not facing down, then it will be moving up. Okay, 270 means it is not facing down, so if it is not facing upward, then it can go down. Yeah, cool. Then left, if it is not facing right, then it will go to left. Yeah, and for the left, if it is not facing the left, then it will be facing the right direction. Okay, let me just check it once. Yeah, it's running. If I go press the up, but still it doesn't go. If I press the down, it doesn't go. Yeah, all good. So let's make the next part. Okay, uh, then we'll go for the next part here. Yeah, all done. So next we will go for the food part. So for that we will create a new Python called food, and here comes we will use the concept of OOPS inheritance, where we will inherit the turtle class all the things to our food class. Okay, so from turtle import turtle. Okay, and from random we will import randint. Yeah, cool. And we create the class food, and we will inherit the classes of turtle. Okay, and after that we will def init self def, and we will call means use the super keyword to inherit the all the thing from the turtle class. Yeah, looks cool. And we will now create the food shape, which is should be a circle. Yeah, cool. And again we will pin the up and change the speed of the circle to fastest, and change the color of the food to blue. And what we can do else? Yeah, nothing. Okay, yeah, one more thing, we can do the self dot go to, where it will go from the random values. Let me create 89 comma 56. Okay, so okay, one more thing, we have not imported from food file, we will import the food class, and here also food equals to food. Cool. And if I run it, it's too big, it's too big. So let me change the size. So self dot shape size, and here we will stretch the width 0.5 and the length stretch, the length is also 0.5. Let me check one second. Yeah, cool. Okay, next we are going we will create a next function for every refresh, if I hit the food, then it will be go from one location to another location. For that, we will create new coordinate, like new x and rand int from 0 to, not 0, from one side to another. So it is a graph, so minus 280 to 280. Yeah, and same thing we will go for y, from rand int minus 280 to 280, and we will same thing. I will get this here, so it will be called as new x comma new y. Yeah, cool. And I will call the refresh function. Okay, looks good. Let me handle this. Okay, one thing we have not done, if the collision of the snake with the food. Okay, so let's do that. For that, if the move. Okay, so here we will do, let me, collision with the food. Okay, if the collision with the food, what we can do, if there is a function called distance, if snake dot head, if head hits the distance food which is less than 15, if the distance and the food means the food is in the distance or in the range of 15, you can call it 15, something, any 15, any centimeter or 15 millimeter, what you can call is, before, if it hits the food, then within 15 kilometer 15 meter of range, then it will be changes its distance, and it will change the food, will refresh its location. Okay, and let me just check it. Yeah, we have achieved what we need. I'm very bad at it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's very addictive. Okay, so next we can do that. Yeah, refresh we have done, so nothing we need here. So next, the scoreboard. Okay, here for that we will need to create a new file, scoreboard. Okay, scoreboard, and here we will import the turtle. Again we will use the oops concept, port turtle. Okay, we'll use the oops concept, class scoreboard, and we will inherit this turtle class to this class. Okay, next same thing, init, and here we will inherit the turtle objects and all everything. Okay, done. Next we will create a variable called score, where initially it will be 0, and self dot pain up again, and we will hide the turtle, and we will color, self dot color the turtle, color the heading as white. Okay, just we have done. Okay, the white and nothing. Yeah, let me just check once what we are going through. So score equals to, okay, we have not imported here, so from scoreboard import scoreboard, and we will call here the scoreboard. Okay, so I'll just run the program. I think why it is not showing. Let me just check it once. Okay, the color is white and still it's not inherited or something. I'll just check. Let me check once. The scoreboard turtle is been called. Then let me increase self. Oh, sorry, self dot go to 0.280. Yeah, that's great. And okay. We have not written anything of it. Yeah, I got it. I got it. So what we are going here, it's very bad from my side. So I have not written anything in the turtle. So what we can do, like we have to increase score. We can call this self dot write. So it is also takes argument. So let me pass the score, which is self dot score, and here the alignment will be center, and the font, it takes one more thing, font, it comes in a tuple. So what we can use, which font? Okay, let me use Courier, and again it will take the size. So let me give 15 comma, and the text will be normal. Yeah, let me once run it, and before that we have to call the function increase score. Okay, let me just check. Yeah, I got it. But still I have not updated the score. If I hit this, but still it will be not updated. Yeah, so to update that, what we can do, we can use one more function called update score, and here we will change the score by adding 1 to it. Got it. And for that, next we have to increase the self dot increase the score. Yeah. Cool. So if I run this, I, I should get the value. Still it is not updating the score. Why? Let me once check it. So if I go to, yeah, all great, but still why not updating the score? Okay, I have not called this. If the distance hit the score, then score will be updated. Yeah, so let me once run it. Yeah, it's updating the score, but due to we have not cleared the turtle, so it is overlapping on it every the number. So for that, a simple thing we can do, just we can clear the previous score value, or we can do the clear simple. Yeah, that's all. we will clear the turtle. Okay, let me check once again. Yeah, yeah, all great. So what we can do next? Here, let me do one thing. Let me make this into a constant. Okay, so what we can do here, the alignment will be center and the font will be this thing. Okay. It will be the font and it will be the alignment. Great. Okay, so next we can do it. uh, yeah, all done. So next we can do it. If it hits, then we can expand the snake. So to expand the snake, we can make one more function called extend snake. Yeah, and here we'll create the new snake body, which is equals to creating a new turtle to it. Shape equals to square, so something similar to the previous one. Okay, let me just copy paste it without wasting your time. So done. And one more thing we can do here. Uh, just we will self dot snake and append to the new snake body. Okay, just we can here also snake dot extend snake. Okay, let me check. There is some bug which I have recognized, that after adding one block in the middle it flashes some turtles. Okay, so what we can do for that, we can change the means we can trace the last position of the um, snake, and there we can add this turtle. So for that what we can do, let me change the new snake body and go to, there is called a position where it will take the last snake position. So snake dot last dot position. Okay, so it will be directly added to your last position. So let me once check. Yeah, so there is no flashes. Cool. Okay, all set. So next we can do that. If the snake gets collided with the wall, collision with the wall, then the game will be over. So if the snake dot head and we get the x coordinate which is greater than 300, uh, or the snake go down, snake dot head dot x coordinate x4, if it is then minus 300, or it is going, okay, it is not taking the next values. Okay, so or snake dot head whose y coordinate, or else we can do just copy paste this and change the x to y. Yeah, cool. Then the game will be over. Is game equals to false? Okay, so let me just check once if it's good. So yeah, but we doesn't know that the game is over, so we just think that it just crashes. So what we can do, just giving a small message to our user or the player that df game over. Okay, so the game over, if the game over has been triggered, then the scoreboard will be showing that game is over. Okay, so what we can do that, if the scoreboard is self dot go to, it will go from 0 to 0, mean the middle part, and self dot right, uh, right, and it will provide argument, argument and game over, and it will be using the same alignment. It is useful if I use the constant, so we don't have to write again and again. So font and font. Okay, and here is also, then it will be score dot uh, game over. So just once check it. Yeah, cool. So all we have to done, but one thing we can do here, if it collides with the tail, then it will also, the game will be over. So what we can do that, for that we can use, I'm writing collision with the tail. Okay, it is a good thing. In Python there is automatically detects the error or spellings. So after that, for seg in snake dot snake, means this is the object I have created here. Object means we can know snake, and this is the snake inside this list. Okay, so after that, in seg uh, we can call it snake. Then if the snake head equals to seg, then yeah, or I think we can use a better thing, dot distance, and here seg, yeah, if the distance of the snake of any other turtles within the distance of 10, then the game will be over, is game will be false. Okay, and same thing we will call score dot game over. Okay, let me just check once. Oh, what happened? Okay, okay, I got it. The head collide with head only. So what we can do, if the snake head, we can pass it snake head equals to segment, then we can, okay, one thing, just typo, pass it, and else if we can put it. Okay, just check it. Yeah. and let me collide with my tail. uh, yeah, game is over. Okay, this is a good thing. But what we can use also slicing. This is all the game has already been developed, but we can also just optimize our code by means with using a slice, which already we know in the Python. So here the means we are ignoring the zeroth, means which is the head part. So for that we just have to clear it, and if the snake within one to the end, then it will be the game will be over. The same thing it will run. Let me run it. I have to score more. Yeah, what I have done, I have pressed the down arrow, so the head only collide with its next element. So one more thing we can use. Yeah, game is over. So all for this. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and please subscribe my channel.